Sports and Finances with your boy JB, back again with another take. A lot of stuff was happening yesterday. The big news in yesterday's in sports world was Gronkowski coming back to play with his former quarterback Tom Brady. Now, Gronk hasn't played in 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years. I think 3 years. And he's been away from sports this whole time. So what kind of condition he is, I think he stayed in probably good, fair condition. Since he's been out, he's been doing a lot of partying, a lot of guest appearance everywhere. So the NFC South then got real. It's already been one of the best conferences in NFL, but it has gotten more with Tom Brady coming to the NFC South, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's gonna got more competitive, but it's got a lot of questions out there when it comes to Gronkowski, because he was out this whole time. Now, my first thing is, how bad was the New England Patriots organization for Gronk to leave possible championships on the table? He actually left one on the table with, because he could have been there for the run they did when they played the, it's slipping my mind right now, but when they won a championship against the Rams, he could have been there for that. So that says a lot about Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft, that he would not want to play for you, but then come back when Tom Brady leaves the Patriots, comes back to playing football with Tom Brady. It says a lot about Tom Brady. It says less about Bill Belichick and the organization, and how they ran. Because to me, Gronk is a guy who likes to be himself. He probably couldn't be himself with the New England Patriots. So that says a lot right there. The camera might go in and out with dark light because I'm driving right now, sunlight, whatever. But if it do, just continue to listen, please. But it's another thing that I got out there for that I took from that situation. So that's going to be interesting to see him come back. Will he come back in full form? I don't know. But Gronk is still a top tight end. So he's going to add a lot of pressure when it comes down to the linebackers in that division. Linebackers have to guard a huge tight end. And I think him and Tom Brady had either combined for Gronk had like 79. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comments. Let me know which one is actually 79 touchdowns between the two. That tandem. So that's huge. The weather out here in Atlanta, I live in Atlanta. It's beautiful today. Governor Kemp has went from social distancing to stay at home to now he's opening up bars. He's opening up barbershops and restaurants and nail shops. See my hair. My hair gonna say like this next time you see this video, because this situation that the world's going through is not over yet. So you can miss me with that. Open up barbershops and you want social distance, and then open up some restaurants. So we're gonna go to a restaurant with our mask on. I mean, come on. But yeah, I digress. This is not a political channel. But anyway, I had to get that out there. It's a lot going on in the sports world. Okay, with that big trade from New England and Tampa Bay. But I still stand on my principles about who the Falcons should draft in the top 5 if they decide to move up. Now I'm hearing things that Carolina is willing to trade back because some of the mock drafts had them penciled in to get Derrick Brown. So now they're trying to move back to get more picks with Carolina, because Carolina, you don't know really what you're getting with Carolina. They made the decision to let go of Cam Newton. Do I think it was the right decision? Yes, for Cam. It was the right decision for Cam. I can't tell you it's going to be the right decision for the Carolina Panthers because they got a new head coach, they got a new offensive coordinator, they got a whole new system going on. They picked up Teddy Bridgewater. We'll see what they do. To me, I think the Saints were grooming him to be the next quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. But I don't know what happened between that. That's real weird how they groomed him. He took the spot and he actually won games to get them where they were at. And then at the end of the season, you let him go. I don't understand it. But he's with the Carolina Panthers. I don't know what'll come out of that situation. Him going to a new one, they have to learn a new playbook. And he's got a great running back in Christian McCaffrey. But I mean, I don't see them going to the playoffs. I really don't. That's just me, because their defense, with Luke Kuechly retiring, McCoy left. He came, defensive tackle. He's over the hill anyway, but he left and went to another team. And the defense, it's got a lot of issue with the defense. So we'll see what Carolina does this year. Tomorrow's the draft, and I will be shooting a live feed from the YouTube page. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check that out. I will do a live on my draft board in the office at home. So check it out. So it's a lot of things to get into. So now I want to dab into basketball. I want to get into basketball just for a little bit. Now I wish that this Corona thing didn't happen for a major reason in basketball, because we was going to see some amazing basketball being played, both college and NBA. Because the Pelicans were heating up at the very end. Zion Williams was heating up at the end. I would have loved to see him versus LeBron James in the playoffs. Because if the New Orleans would have made the playoffs and they would have been that 8th seed, they would have played LeBron James. Because LeBron James, LA was going to be the number 1 seed. That would have been a great matchup. That would have been good for basketball. It would have been very competitive playoffs if it would have happened. The NBA was very competitive this year. And we're saying all this without Golden State Warriors. Because me, I'm not a Golden State Warrior fan of any sort. I'm a Spurs fan. Golden State Warriors was a team that was put together by a collective group of individuals who wanted to build something that was, to me, too much for the NBA. A lot of that talent could have been spread out. And it could have made the NBA much more competitive, because you're going against Klay Thomas, Draymond, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry. He had so many people on that team. And Kevin Durant, to me, I don't recognize his ring as being a ring, because of the simple fact that you could have stayed with OKC. Remember, Kevin Durant came from the same OKC team that had James Harden, Russell Westbrook. No, they couldn't get past San Antonio. They couldn't get past Golden State. They couldn't get past a couple of teams that was in the West, but still. OKC was a good situation for Kevin Durant, from my eyes. I mean, I'm not in the facilities. I'm not part of the organization. I don't know what all happened with that fallout, and James Harden being the sixth man on that team, and now he's the man in Houston. And Houston had a good team this year with Russell Westbrook. So NBA was a good look for NBA this year. Trae Young was awesome. Shout out my brother DB. You know, you're a Trae Young fan, Atlanta Falcon fan, Atlanta Hawks fan, true to Atlanta. So Trae Young was awesome. I mean, he made shots that was unbelievable, scoring record highs. So I miss the NBA. I miss all the sports in general, but NBA and the NFL were two sports that took a huge dive with this corona pandemic. But hopefully sports come back and we get to enjoy sports again. Let's talk about a little bit of boxing. Okay. Now the boxing world, it started to make a good turn. That Spence and Porter fight was one of the best fights that I have seen in quite a long time. It puts you in the mind state of back when I loved and enjoyed boxing. I still do like boxing to this day. But back in the days when Holyfield and Tyson were out there fighting, and the Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, Roberto Duran, back in that era, where every fight people fought. Whoever was the best fought the best, period. Hands down. And boxing needs to get back to that state of fighters fighting the best. Stop letting the promoters dictate your track record to success in boxing. And Floyd Mayweather had paved the way for a lot of boxers. He put that mindset he created a mindset in boxing it's just all money. He put money over the sport of boxing. I'm not knocking people for getting a check, but this is boxing. The best supposed to fight the best. And they create too many belts out here, I think. Everybody got a belt. So you see, I did a feed yesterday and it paused. So my words were off a little bit. So excuse me if the words are off a little bit. Because I travel and talk. But boxing needs to get back to that same form. And we'll see what the boxing does. I hope Errol Spence is out there training hard. He had that car accident. I want to give a big, that was a big time situation. I thought he was never going to be able to fight again. The Lord has blessed him to see another day and plus lace up the gloves again. So I hope he's training during this off time of boxing, getting ready to fight some of the top competitors out there. But we're going to get into more conversations. So I'm just letting y'all know that tomorrow will be big for this show. I'm going to put out a lot of content. So please tune in. Everybody out there, tune in, like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you'll get more updated videos as I present them. And it's going down. So this is big for NFL. We'll see how this virtual draft go. I'm not excited for the virtual draft because I'm used to this traditional way of watching the NFL draft. Having a couple of drinks at the bar with your friends. Out watching the draft as it presents and just being excited, and that hopefully the world get back to its regular state. Once everything blows over and everything is clear, and they find a cure, a vaccine for this coronavirus, and everything get back to normal. But once again, this is the Couch's Perspective. This is your boy JB. And tune in to my show, man. Watch me. I will do a live show of the draft, and I will have my picks, and I will have with the Falcons pick, and I'll go over the picks for all 32 teams. So be on the lookout for that. Like, subscribe, comment, and check me out. This is your boy, Couch Perspective, signing out. Holla.